5 charges hitting your account every month that expired the day you turned 65.
No letter, no email, no warning. The companies just kept billing, and they'll keep billing forever unless you know which ones to cancel. Here they are. When you turn 65, a few things change that you know about. Medicare kicks in, Social Security options open up. But a whole other set of things change that nobody mentions. Charges you've been paying for years that become completely optional. Not through hardship applications, not through negotiation, simply because your age and your situation no longer justify them. Here's the problem. The companies charging you have zero incentive to tell you. Your cable provider will not call and say, you can save $50 this month. Your insurance agent will not email and say, you're overpaying. The system is designed to keep collecting until you speak up. Today, I'm naming 5 specific bills you can reduce or eliminate. Real numbers, real phone calls, and none of them require you to prove anything, just that you know the right question to ask. Let's start with the biggest one. Open your latest cable or satellite bill. Look past the base package price and look at the add-ons, premium channels, extra cable boxes in bedrooms nobody watches anymore, DVR service fees, sports packages, equipment rental charges. The average retiree is paying between $50 and $120 a month for add-ons they haven't touched in months, maybe years. That DVR box in the guest room, the movie channels you added during the pandemic, the sports tier someone ordered 6 years ago. Here's what the cable companies won't tell you. Most of these can be removed immediately with a single phone call. No penalty, no contract lock-in. And if you're over 65, many providers have a retention department specifically trained to give you discounts to keep your business. I had a client who was paying $214 a month for cable. She watched 3 channels, local news, PBS, and Hallmark. We called and asked for the senior basic package. They dropped her to $67 a month. Same channels she actually watched. The $147 difference, that's $1,764 a year she was spending on nothing. How to fix it? Call your cable or satellite provider. Say this, I'm over 65 and my bill is too high. I want to remove all premium channels and equipment I'm not using. What's your lowest price for basic service? If they give you pushback, say cancel my service. Not to actually cancel, but to get transferred to the retention team. Retention teams have authority to cut your bill in half. They just don't offer it unless you ask to cancel. Bill number 2, overpriced homeowners insurance. If you bought your homeowners insurance when you bought your house and never shopped it since, you are almost certainly overpaying. Here's why. Most people buy their first homeowners policy through the lender's recommended agent. They pay that premium for years. They renew automatically every year, and the insurance company quietly raises the rate by 3 to 8% annually, year after year after year. After 15 years, you're paying 50 to 100% more than a new customer would pay for the exact same coverage. And at 65, you have an additional advantage. If your mortgage is paid off or close to it, you can raise your deductible without worrying about a lender's requirement. Going from a $500 deductible to a $2,500 deductible can cut your premium by 15 to 30%. A client showed me his policy last year, $2,100 a year for a house worth $280,000 in a low-risk area. We shopped 3 carriers, same coverage, $1,280 a year. He had been overpaying $820 annually for 11 years. That's over $9,000. How to fix it? Get 3 quotes. Call an independent agent who shops multiple carriers, not a captive agent who only sells one brand. Also ask about senior discounts, multi-policy discounts if you have auto insurance with the same company, and whether raising your deductible makes sense for you. Do this every 3 years. Insurance companies reward new customers and punish loyalty. Bill number 3, your landline telephone. I know, it sounds old-fashioned, but according to the latest CDC data, over 60% of Americans aged 70 and older still have a landline telephone, and most of them rarely use it. The average landline costs between $35 and $60 a month for a service that rings maybe once or twice a day and is usually a robocall or a wrong number. Now, here's the part most seniors don't realize. Having a landline does not make you safer in an emergency. 911 works on cell phones. Your cell phone comes with you everywhere. The landline is stuck to your kitchen wall. If you fall in the bathroom, the kitchen phone doesn't help you. And if you're keeping it because you think you need it for medical alert systems, Medicare, or your internet, check. Most medical alert systems now work on cellular or Wi-Fi. Medicare communicates by mail, and internet can be bundled with your cell phone bill or cable bills separately. 6 months of landline payments buys a decent emergency cell phone with a year of prepaid service. How to fix it? Call your phone provider. Say, "I'd like to cancel my landline service." They may try to keep you by offering a lower rate. That's fine, but only accept it if you genuinely want the service. If you're worried about 911 access, keep a cheap prepaid cell phone charged and accessible. That gives you better emergency coverage at a fraction of the cost. Bill number 4, safe deposit box rental. According to the American Banking Association, millions of seniors rent safe deposit boxes they haven't opened in over a year. The average safe deposit box costs between $50 and $150 a year. That might not sound like much, but look at what's inside yours. If you're like most people, your box contains a birth certificate, a marriage license, a property deed, maybe an old will, and some jewelry you haven't worn in a decade. Almost all of those documents can be stored digitally for free. Your birth certificate can be scanned, your marriage license is already recorded at the county clerk's office, the copy in your box is just a convenience. Your will should be with your attorney or executor, not locked in a bank vault your family can't access without a court order. And here's the catch. When you die, a safe deposit box is often immediately sealed by the bank. Your family cannot access it without a probate court order, which takes weeks. So the very documents your family would need, the will, the funeral instructions, the account list, are locked away when they need them most. How to fix it? Empty your safe deposit box, scan everything important, store the digital copies on a password-protected USB drive or a secure cloud service. Give your executor or a trusted family member the location and password. Cancel the box by calling your bank or visiting a branch. Many banks charge a small fee to close it, but that's a one-time cost. After that, you're saving $50 to $150 every year. Bill number 5. Paid tax preparation. Every spring, millions of seniors pay between $200 and $500 to have their taxes prepared. H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt, a local CPA. It adds up. Here's what most of them don't know. If you're 60 or older, you qualify for free tax preparation through the IRS Tax Counseling for the Elderly, program known as TCE, and through AARP Foundation Tax Aid. These aren't stripped-down services. The volunteers are IRS certified. They handle retirement income, Social Security benefits, pension distributions, IRA withdrawals, capital gains, rental income, the full range of senior tax situations, and they file electronically for free. In 2025 alone, AARP Tax Aid prepared over 2 million returns at no cost to the taxpayer. The average preparation fee saved was around $260 per return. That's over $500 million that seniors kept instead of paying to tax preparation companies. But there's a catch. These programs operate on a first-come, first-served basis, and slots fill up fast, especially in February and March. Most people don't find out about them until after the slots are gone. How to fix it. Go to aarp.org and search for tax aid to find a nearby location, or go to irs.gov and search for TCE, Tax Counseling for the Elderly. Mark your calendar for mid-January. That's when appointments open. Call your local senior center. Many of them host TCE sites on site. You'll save $200 to $500 every April, and you'll get the same quality filing you were paying for. Real story. A woman named Martha came in for what she thought was an estate planning appointment. She brought a folder. Inside was her cable bill, her insurance declaration page, a safe deposit key, and her tax return from last year. She was 78, widowed 6 years ago, living alone in a paid-off house. Her monthly income was fixed, Social Security, a small pension, and minimum distributions from an IRA. She was paying $168 a month for cable, premium channels, 2 extra boxes in bedrooms her grandchildren used to sleep in, a sports